Good morning. Romans chapter 8, verse 33. Who shall bring any charge against God's elect? It is God who justifies. It's a short verse. I want to begin thinking about this actually not here in this text. I'd like to read for you a different passage of Scripture, Revelation 12, verses 10 and 11. And I heard a loud voice in heaven saying, Now the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God and the authority of his Christ have come. For the accuser of our brothers has been thrown down, who accuses them day and night before our God. And they have conquered him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, for they love not their lives even unto death. The accuser of the brethren is thrown down. Remember that in this section, there's this sense of security that is being talked about, right? If God's for us, who can be against us? He didn't spare his own son, but gave him graciously. Won't he give us all things? And then we have this verse, who shall bring any charge against God's elect? Well, the answer is, it's this question that's begging a negative answer. No one will. No one can. Why? Ultimately, any charge brought won't stick, even if the charge is brought, because God is the one who justifies. See, when you feel, as a believer, a sense of self-condemnation, you need to go back into the gospel, and you need to remind yourself that the blood of the Lamb is what bears witness to the true condition of your life. You are his. The accuser of the brethren, the devil, will pick up on issues of self-condemnation, issues of failure, issues of other people slandering you, speaking ill of you, saying things that aren't true, or reminding you of failure, reminding you of sin that has been forgiven. And it plays against you. And it can play against you in such a way that it destabilizes your sense of sonship or your sense of daughtership with the Lord. This verse is intended as a reminder that it is not the devil who justifies you, and it is not your friend that justifies you. It is not me who justifies you. It is not another person who justifies you. It is not you who justifies you, but it is God, and your security alone rests in God. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you have license to go do whatever you may, on the surface, want to do. If that were the case, then you probably wouldn't be a believer to begin with, because you'd be exhibiting a kind of heart that doesn't want to follow God. But even as we want to follow God, we will stumble. Even as we want to follow God, there will be times that someone could bring a charge against us, or there will be times that we have niggling, doubting thoughts. There will be times that we feel self-condemnation. And for those times, remember that any charge brought against you is answered by the one who declares you to be right. And it isn't you, me, anyone else. It's God and God alone. He is your judge. And in that, you can rest secure, because he is the one who reaches out to you. May the Lord bless you today.